Hello fellow woodworkers and welcome to this week's edition of the Garage Workshop and the slightly overdue blog for February. Roll the intro. So fellow woodworkers, my channel update for the month of February is pretty similar to some of my other ones. I've had 4 videos this month. The first one was the workbench storage drawer. Then I did the Algo laser cutter review. I followed that up with the flip top cart sort of shaker style doors, and then last week's was the Evolution miter saw. So in terms of the analytics for the channel, pretty much the same as normal. Nothing, no major differences. View times up, total number of hours up a bit, and the subscribers have hit just over 1,417. Again, thanks to fantastic support for keeping the channel up and running, getting it into the algorithm and getting it seen by more people. Now, of the videos that I have done this month, I've done a couple more sort of product or tool reviews than I normally do, and I've deliberately taken out the 10-minute bit following comments made by you, and thank you again for all of your feedback. And the reason why there's been a few more is I'm in the middle of a bigger project which is taking me quite a long time to sort of get through, so hopefully the video for that will be out next week or the week after. And of course you'll know what it's going to be about. It's about a miter saw bench. So thank you so much for your feedback and comments following the Evolution tool video. And since I made the video, I've had an opportunity to use the miter saw a bit, and actually I do think a fixed bench would be better, but I'm going to slightly change it up a bit, and I've got some really good ideas that I'm incorporating into my design. So overall, a pretty regular channel month for the channel. I have had a couple of upgrades. Hopefully you're noticing the sound is a little bit better on this video. And I've just started to use a Rode wireless microphone, which is trapped inside here. So fingers crossed. I know there was a couple of comments about the sound on my last video, and obviously I use a GoPro to make these videos, but I've now got a little Rode wireless sort of mic, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, if you're seeing this, it's done pretty well. The other thing is we've got a new light in the garage workshop. I thought it was about time I had a little bit more light. Sorry, it does mean you have to see me a little bit more clearly, but there is a new light in the garage workshop, and it's here. Hopefully it's portraying a better side, but those 2 upgrades I'm hoping for future projects will help, because a couple of my older videos in particular, it is very dark in the garage workshop, particularly if I've got the door down and it's not daylight as it is now. If I'm filming things at night, which I sometimes do, or in the evening, they do look a little bit dark. So I've invested in a light and a little microphone, and fingers crossed that'll help your user experience. So as I just said, my current project that I'm building in the background is a new miter saw station for the Evolution miter saw. Again, I will put a link in the description to the Evolution videos. In fact, I'll put a playlist in for all of the videos that I've released in February. If you haven't had a chance to check out the Evolution tool review, please have a look. It'll be very interesting to get your thoughts and your comments on it. But I've gone down a little bit of a rabbit hole when it comes to miter saw builds, and I've watched quite a lot this last sort of week or 2 weeks. But in this section, I always like to sort of give you some channels or some of the content. So no new channels, I don't think today, but I just want to draw your attention to a few videos which I've really enjoyed. And the first one is, for me, probably the greatest plywood woodworker there is at the moment, and it's John Heiss, of course. And his video, which was the last video that came out on his channel, depending on when you're watching this, on the small parts organizer, was just amazing, absolutely amazing. Again, links to all of these videos will be in the description, but absolutely phenomenal. I personally think John is a genius in the things that he does with plywood, and I really loved it. And also, there's a lot of tips and hints in this video for those of us that work in plywood. But if you've not seen John Heiss's channel, you must go and check it out. And if you've not seen this week's video, again, please give it a watch and let me know what you think, whether you enjoyed it as much as I did. But the intricacy and the detail and attention to detail with which he works is just brilliant. So that's my first recommendation, the Small Parts Organizer by John Heiss. So my second recommendation this month is from Mark at Start Making Woodworking. Now, I've linked Mark's channel before. In an earlier blog, I want to say it might have been sort of November or December, I recommended Mark's channel. It's a fantastic channel. Mark's got a really lovely, personable, easygoing style, and it's great watching it. And I really enjoyed watching his video, again, link in the description, on tips every beginner woodworker should know about. Now, whenever you watch these sort of tips and hints videos, I always find that the majority of them, there's loads of really good content in that video, and some things that, you know, we can all learn from. So a really highly recommended video. If you're already a subscriber to Mark's channel, I'm sure you've seen it, but if you're not, pop on over to Start Woodworking. Again, link in the description, give it a view, and again, let me know what you think in the comments. So my next two video recommendations are both on miter saw station builds. The first one is by General's Workshop. Now, a big disclaimer, in any of the other videos from this channel, I've literally just watched this one, which is miter saw station build, sliding action, quick detach, scrap solution. You need to see this video. And actually, I've watched it 2 or 3 times now, and it's given me some really good ideas. And at the end of the day, that's what I watch YouTube videos for, is to get good tips, good ideas, and obviously to pick up on some of the designs that other woodworkers are using. The reason why I'm recommending this one is his miter saw station build is slightly different. And even if you're not building a miter saw station, a lot of the things you'll see in here, you can probably adapt to your own build. So not a very long video. It's sort of 14 odd minutes long. It is worth, if you've got 10 minutes or 15 minutes, just sitting down. The last video, which is the station video that I'm going to recommend this week, is from NWA Woodworks, and this is Matt's channel, which I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before. I've seen a few videos from this channel, and I really like it. And the reason why I like this one is there's 2 really important reasons. Number one, this is a really straightforward build, and the sort of cabinetry that you could use if you're building anything, not just a miter saw station. And the second thing is, it's a very clean, simple design, easily made, and it is well within the reach of most of us amateur woodworkers. Again, link in the description. Even if you're not building a miter saw, it is well. I'm hopeful that my miter saw station video, well, my miter saw table station, when I make it, is going to be the best thing that I've ever made, because there is a lot of time and effort and precision going into what I'm doing. So fingers crossed, it's going to be worth it. So my last recommendation, the miter saw station with storage from NWA Woodworking. Okay, now this is the point in the video where I usually say to you, oh, there are some upcoming special buys in Lidl or Aldi or something like that. But I thought it would be quite nice just to give you a little bit of an insight into what it's like to run a very small YouTube channel like the Garage Work. It probably takes, depending on the build, it'll take sort of a day and a half for me to actually film the footage for the Garage Workshop videos. Then it takes about another 2 or 3 hours to do all of the editing and create the final file, which I always upload on a Sunday, so it's got time to create the 4K or the high definition version of the video, which on a Monday morning. So it is quite a long process, and obviously I don't just wake up on Saturday morning or in the week and think, oh, what am I going to do now? I do have ideas and things spread out across the year. Now, upcoming on the channel, I've got a couple of interesting videos, I think, which are sort of collaborations or tie-ins. I've got one on a laser level, which is a really nice piece of kit, and you'll see that coming up. And the last one that I want to talk through is related to the company Temu. Now, I think it's pronounced Temu. I think I'm the one who says it wrong. I just can't get out that double E in my mind. Now, you might have remembered a while ago, I did a review of a Temu, got it right that time, of a Temu sort of mortising, jointing jig. Again, I'll put a link in the description. And I think I've given an update on this video, but Temu actually watched my video and emailed me directly, including a clip of my video, a snapshot of my video, which clearly showed that they watched it. And again, it apologized for the problems that I'd had with the product and about it being sent. And actually, since that video, Temu have given me a complete full refund for that jig. Now, not being one to not take an opportunity when it presents itself, I emailed them back, the guy that I was in touch with, and said, look, it would be great if I could do a little video that you sponsor or you provide the things for, nothing major. And I didn't expect to hear anything else. Now, I did hear something else, which has taken me by complete surprise. So about 3 weeks ago, Temu got in touch and said if I would be happy to join their influencers program and do a video on some Temu products. Now, I don't usually do any sort of video unless it's something that I think I will use or something potentially you will use. And believe it or not, it might not feel like it, I have turned down lots and lots of offers to do sort of sponsored or supplied videos for the channel, because if it's not something that I'm going to use or not something I would buy myself, I'm not going to suggest that you buy it. So when Temu got in touch about the influencers program, I read through what they were asking me to do. Again, it's like all my reviews, and I know there were a couple of comments about the Evolution one about me being sent the saw, but I would give an honest opinion. If I didn't like the mitre saw from Evolution last week, I would have told you. And it's the same with the Temu products. So what they've asked me to do is pick 3 or 4 of their lower priced items, which I've selected, and then they've given me a budget to buy some larger items. So the first part of that delivery has arrived. So I'm going to have an upcoming Temu video where I talk through some of their smaller items and a couple of the bigger things, which are things that I've been wanting to buy for a while. Now, there is quite a lot of processes I have to follow. Obviously, Temu are ensuring that the content that goes out matches their standards. They're not going to get a chance to change the video, but I am going to show it to them before I send it. But I think it's going to be a really cracking video. And in terms of builds, as I said, I've got a big mitre saw station build, which I'm partway through at the moment. And I've also got some projects around the house. I need to build a new garden gate. And I also want to see if it's cheaper to build my own replacement fence panels or buy them. So they're all some upcoming videos. But again, any ideas, thoughts and suggestions, please don't hesitate to drop them in the comments. So, fellow woodworkers, that is the end of the February blog. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, please can I ask you to subscribe, like and comment, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. If you are already a subscriber and a regular viewer, again, thank you so much. I really enjoy doing these blog videos. I know the views some of my other ones, but I think some of you out there are interested, and I know that from the comments. So if you are a current subscriber, an existing viewer, please don't forget to comment in the video, especially about some of the things that I've mentioned all the way through, and I will catch you on next week's edition of the Garage Workshop. Take care, fellow woodworkers.